YouTube, what's going on? Welcome to Members Only. Get the likes up right from the jump. Let's get right into it. Now tonight, we're talking about Azie Faison, a Harlem legend who didn't even realize the kind of power he had. He wasn't loud. He wasn't that flashy. He didn't walk around acting like a kingpin. But the streets, man, they already knew what it was. Now, when it comes to Azie, his story is a lot different from other hustlers. And I ain't talking about just any old hustler. I'm talking about hustlers that touch millions. And the reason is, he didn't choose the game chose him. In a world full of egos, Azie kept his head low and his numbers lower. He wasn't greedy. He wasn't selfish. He wanted everybody to eat. That's why his prices were legendary. Getting keys for $13,000 a block when others were moving junk at higher rates. He was setting the bar. It was the quality. That's what it's all about, the best work, the best prices. Now, during his run, he fed a lot of people. He fed a lot of wolves, dangerous dudes, real steppers. And when you feed the lions, they gonna protect the money. He was so well protected, you couldn't even say his name in a sentence if it wasn't about respect. You couldn't speak down on him. You couldn't disagree with him. That's how deep it ran. The funny part is, he didn't even ask for none of that. He had soldiers everywhere without even noticing. But even if he knew, he would never misuse them. Like, you know how those other kingpins would send their soldiers for every little thing? He wasn't the type to do that. It was a different level of discipline. He had hitters on standby, yes, but he moved like peace was power. You know the famous words from Paid in Full, what's the point of having soldiers and not even use them? That was real shit. That was really going on. The point of this video is that Azie never saw himself as a kingpin. And that right there was his blind spot, his downfall. His downfall wasn't the streets. It was him trusting them. With him not looking at himself as a kingpin, caused him not to move like a kingpin. Now, his home wasn't tucked away. His security wasn't tight enough. He thought being fair, being peaceful, being loved by the streets would protect him. But the streets don't love nobody. They use you, then test you, then try to take you out. I mean, he stayed accessible when he should have been untouchable. Azie didn't separate himself from the block. He still pulled up in person. He still ran the operation hands-on, still made himself available. The dudes who tried to rob him, they knew his routine. And not only that, but they knew where to find him. They knew he wouldn't have 20 guys standing in front of him with hammers. And with that being said, other people paid the price. The lack of security didn't just affect Azie, it endangered the people around him, the innocent people, the close friends, trusted crew members. Being the face of a multi-million-dollar operation with no security protocol, that makes everyone a casualty risk. Azie gets shot in the head in 1987, not in a war zone, not in enemy's turf, but in a situation where he should have had eyes everywhere. That almost took his life, and most importantly, it affected everyone around him. When the boss bleeds, the whole kingdom cracks. He gave peace to wolves, and he bit the hand that fed them. And that's what happened. How many times you could feed a wolf the same meal before he starts feeling entitled for more? Then you had some wolf that just couldn't eat off him anymore because he cut them off. The jealousy started kicking in, haters emerged, snakes in the grass. Shit, even now to this day, you still hear people speak on them with hate in their hearts. You don't hear them talk bad about nobody, but that's the curse of being great without bragging about it. People don't understand it, so they try to destroy it. Could we all agree that Azie had Harlem in his hands, but didn't even want it? He didn't abuse his power. He didn't chase the fame. He wanted peace. He wanted money. And he wanted others to win too. In a world full of wolves, he was the rare lion that didn't need to roar. And that statement ain't about how tough you are. It's about the position. Dudes that talk about him would never see the amount of money he was touching. Just imagine waking up every morning knowing that you can do anything you want, knowing that you can buy anything you want. Yeah, I think we need to put some respect on this man's name when it comes to the game. Now, if he would have moved like a kingpin, tight security, layers of protection, maybe the story would have been different. But kingpins like to expand. I think he would have moved into the other boroughs. Let's talk about it. Now, every borough already had his own power players, plugs, and turf. Azie stepping in with cheaper, high-quality work would have just undercut the locals, resulting in immediate tension. They wouldn't even welcome them. They would have saw him as competition. You have to think about this. In the streets, sometimes cheap product ain't a blessing. It's a declaration of war. Another thing is that he would have had to choose between violence or politics. Going with the first choice, violence. He brings in soldiers, forces expansion, and going to war. That's not how Azie moved. I got him down going with the second one. If he would have had chose politics, he forms alliances, shares profits, and move diplomatically. But this only slows growth and limits control. Peace costs time, war costs bodies. Pick your poison. The more exposure, indictments, the more territory you try to cover, the more people you have to trust. That's how the feds catch you, through weak links. Come on now, you can't expand your circle without inviting in snakes. That's just real shit. I mean, the culture clash would have been super real. Just imagine Brooklyn and Harlem under the same umbrella. Two boroughs that handle things differently. Harlem dudes had their style, discipline, and structure. Brooklyn dudes were way different, grimy, militant, less forgiving. Expansion isn't just about money. It's about respect and understanding the energy of the streets you're entering. So could Azie have expanded? It's a very slim chance. It's dependent on the back end, depending on the different type of dudes he would have been rubbing shoulders with in the different boroughs. If he would have just went the political route, it would have had to be ran like the mob, and guys would have had to respect ranks. It would have been hard to get guys to fall in line and take orders from a guy that never been in work. That's just my opinion for the people that, come to my channel to listen. And for the other people, it's okay to agree to disagree without insulting each other. But when it comes to Azie, we gotta put that respect on his name, man. He had Harlem in his hands. I don't care what no one says. He took the right approach when he used to try to stay low-key. He didn't stay at the parties too long. He didn't really hang out much, but his only problem was security. He should have had that tight security with him. And he had a lot of soldiers around him. Just like I said earlier, that famous quote from Paid in Full. What's the point of having soldiers, but not even use them? That's real shit. There were plenty of hustlers in the game way before Azie, but when Azie got on, when he was on and popping, he did give people a major boost. And I'm talking about the hustlers that y'all love, that y'all all talk about, that give credit. So if you're gonna give credit to those hustlers, you gotta give credit to Azie because he put a lot of people in position. But that's it, that's all. I appreciate all y'all from tuning in. Let me know your opinion in the comments. Get the likes up, follow me on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, all that. Don't forget to check out the playlist because I got more heat coming every week. And turn your notifications on so y'all don't miss out on the content. I got a lot of people making requests about videos I already did, and when it comes to requests, y'all don't gotta keep telling me over and over again. I got like a long list, and these videos take time, so I see the request. That's all I gotta say. Y'all take care. I'm out.